Okay,
This is
so I'm going to do this introduction.
just restart. You just do it.
I'm Jace, Red Digital, and this is Leslie
From Red Digital.
from Red Digital. And this is our actually video number 2. And today we're going to go a little more in depth about what we're doing and how we are helping navigate through this whole COVID 2019 or coronavirus 2019. So today Donald Trump came out and he announced we are another 30 days out. So he moved it back to April 30th, which means what for businesses, Leslie?
It means, I think it's a bigger scramble than ever now because people didn't have a plan for the 2-week quarantine and they definitely don't have a plan for the 30-day quarantine.
Exactly. And so what we want to talk about today is how are you going to adapt? Because before everyone's like, I'm going to wait it out for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll take a vacation.
Yeah. Well, that's what everyone's kind of doing.
Yeah.
Is they call up, I'm taking a vacation. You got workers who is kind of taking vacation, but now we're 30 days and no
People
vacation.
can't go 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Americans aren't prepared. Too much debt.
Too much debt. Yeah.
Too much debt. So we're going to talk about what we're doing, and actually, I think things are going to change for the good. We're going to come out of this, and we might not go back to the old way of things, and we don't know. We could hit April 30th, and they could extend it out another 30 days.
Yeah.
So best thing to do right now is start to prepare,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're going to talk about what we're doing for some of our clients and what you guys should be doing. So first off, what's working?
What's working is getting a plan together that's individualized, I think. So if you are a stem cell clinic, do what you do best and do stem cell treatment. If you're regenerative or functional, do what you do best right now. I don't think it's a time to be experimenting with new procedures maybe you haven't done before. I think right now it's time to hunker down at what you're good at.
Okay, good point. Yeah, because we've had some doctors that say, hey, I'm focused on stem cell. We have some neuropathy. And what you need to do is really specialize and focus on that. Okay, so what's the question all these guys have is, and I'll ask you, Leslie, how do we make money? How do we keep our doors open? So tell me about one of the things you did today with one of your clients. What's happened?
So we have a client and we set them all virtual. So people see an ad, they click on it, they fill out our quality of life survey, and then it prompts them to schedule a virtual appointment with the doctor. I think a lot of you guys have kind of high risk for corona patients, and I just think it's smart just to automatically do like a virtual meeting for our clients.
Okay, so how that works is instead of the old way, think of the old way. You get a lead, you call a lead, or they call your office, they come in, they sit down with you, and then you decide, you try to sell them on a treatment. You may collect their credit card up front, you may do a survey, whatever it is. Well, now what we're doing is we're running ads, we're driving them to a webinar, a simple webinar that you can be on. Now, what does that do? Today, I was talking about this earlier, I scheduled an appointment for my son. He has something wrong with his tonsils, and we've been wanting to get him out. And I got on, I talked to the doctor. It was 5 minutes in my house on my phone. And when I hung up, my wife says, hey, that was $150. Yeah. And I could have died. I was like, what? That doctor just made $150 in 5 minutes compared to before.
Where you would drive to the clinic, sit in the waiting room, get brought back, wait another 30 minutes, then talk to the doctor for 5 minutes.
Yeah. So his time, he sits down 5 minutes, really. 5 minutes, $150. Okay, so think more like that as we can use webinars, one, to get in front of a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Two, you can run them all the time. Once you record one webinar, we're able to run it not simultaneous, it's called evergreen internet. Just means it will run continually. So you might have one person on there. While you're seeing patients, you're having somebody watch your webinar.
Right.
Another thing, so what's the best one you've booked?
The best one is 126 registered. Yeah. So 126 people raised their hand and said, I have this condition. I'm interested in a free webinar.
Okay, and that means 126 email addresses we collected.
Phone numbers. And a very specific problem.
And a problem. And then tell them how many people show up for the webinar.
It kind of depends with webinars, but once they're recorded, it's like an infinite amount.
Yeah.
So
Go forever.
Yeah, they go forever.
But let's give these guys a good expectation. So if you register 100, in their mind they're like, yeah, I got 100 people. How many's really showing up?
Like 29, 30.
Okay, 29, 30, and that's a good number. Now, what does that mean though? You're gonna record your webinar one, and then you're gonna hit these guys up with the replay. So just because they didn't show up for the webinar doesn't mean they're not going to be a patient. Yeah.
Yeah. People
they were
still
busy, they have lives, or they forgot about it. I do that all the time. So don't worry about that. The most important thing is we have 126 leads now that we can have these webinars going all the time.
Right.
Got it? And at the end of the day, explain a little bit about the quality after they watch the webinar and then they fill out the form. What kind of quality is it?
Oh, it's similar to the quality that you guys are going to get traditionally with seminars. So they've already filled out either an ROF sheet or a quality of life survey. They've watched the webinar or presentation that you guys have collected. They're already an educated lead with the specific problem. They know the costs up front before you guys even give them a call, which is amazing.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We are going to launch our own webinar. So anyone interested in seeing how we do all this, seeing if it's something that you're interested in, you can sign up for our webinar. There's a link down below. Click on it, and we're planning on having one this Thursday where you can come on. We'll have a whole presentation. We'll show you what kind of presentations we're doing. We'll probably do one for stem cell, do one for neuropathy.
And immunity boosting.
And what?
Immunity.
Immunity boosting, which is a big thing right now with the coronavirus. So we're going to launch that. Click on the link, sign up. If you have questions, you can always call us. We are an open book. Pick up the phone, go to our website, marketinghigh.com, give us a ring, and we'd be happy to help. But other than that, sign up for our webinar. You're going to maybe see a whole different shift in your business, and we're going to show you how to do that. And then also we'll give you the costs of us doing it for you. If you don't want to touch it, you don't want to learn all this system, well, we'll do all the bookings, we'll run all the ads, and we'll just drive traffic to the webinar. All you have to do is show up, do your first one, we'll record it, then it goes.
Yep.
Anything else?
Yeah. Just a note to all the doctors that are going to be watching the webinar, include your new patient coordinator in it. They're the person that's kind of the first point of contact with your clients, and this is just as valuable information for them as it is to you.
Perfect. Okay. Have a good day. Keep marketing. Peace.
Bye.